This show goes over a lot of ground, and we also need to check out the rumor going around about Ripple suing the SEC. Has Ripple already paid the fine? Remember that the process is over as soon as Ripple pays the fine, signs the judge's document, and the SEC gets the money and signs it. There are no more steps to take. Returning does not mean giving the money back or asking for a refund. The deal that both sides have signed is legally binding. In other words, it's time to leave. We will also look at quant and compare the market value of cryptocurrencies during the last bull cycle to the current one. This will help us figure out how much further Bitcoin could go if it hits the same Fibonacci levels. Yes, it is possible to reach these goals. Large amounts of money may need to move from standard stocks to the cryptocurrency markets. Don't worry, I'll explain everything to you. Let's jump right in. The Bitcoin 590063 in the last 24 hours, Ethereum has lost 1.14% of its value, and it is now selling at 25.25. There are still 35% of US dollars that are tied to the US dollar, and the US dollar is still very unstable. Yes, a lot of people did feel panicked. They became very scared when the price reached about zero, 56,857 cents. We can see a small part of green 0.81. And it's clear that the area between 50 and 60 cents is where XRP is most likely to consolidate. I won't be too worried if the market goes down, because it won't start until Bitcoin makes a big jump. The price of Bitcoin will go above $74,000. We want to hit $100,000 after $74,000. After that, Bitcoin will go into full parabolic mode, where it will rise to $150 and maybe even $250,000. We'll talk about this soon. Today is the last day that the market cap for cryptocurrencies was $2 trillion. You have a month's biggest project on the XRP platform if you want to get some NFTs from my Loop project. Same project, Ledger, you still have time to buy them, so make sure you do it right away. When we take the picture, you can move the money to your pocket. You will get an XRP tonight. Your prize will be sent to you on the 1st of the month. That's how it works. Yes, you have hold of you. No matter what, you will always get your money on the 1st of the month. Every month. You don't have to buy an NFT. To get the payout, all you need is to own at least one. You will get it as long as you own the stock. For the length of the NFT, you should say that you own it. I really wanted to find the line being in your wallet Bitmart lists us as a seller. Since no one owns the coin, its listing on September 9th makes sense. It will only go up in value after that. The token's value can only go up from 3 cents. Founders, owners, and other people shouldn't say things like, they promised tokens and they're just going to dump it on day one because they're making I don't agree with these people because I am in charge of the process and making sure it works out well. Should have. Things will definitely get better. I think that within the first few hours, wealthy clients of Wells Fargo's wealth managers will be able to ask about Bitcoin ETFs. It's a simple 5-step plan that has nothing to do with money. That's really strong if you want to talk about it starting next month. 1,700,000,000, the odds of getting all 1.7 trillion are very low. How much do you think Bitcoin will be worth if we send 1%, 5%, or 10%? We keep talking about this $744, 00 area, as well as $100 or even $250,000. Most people aren't interested. What can we do to get them to care? I've already said that institutional money is about to join this market, and this could be the last bull run ever. You already know how much everything depends on how much cryptocurrency goes up in value. As market value goes up, you can be sure that the big banks will not lose any money now that they are in the $7 to 10 trillion range. If you thought it would be so easy to invest in cryptocurrency that you could buy it once every 3 years, hold on to it for a year, and then sell it after making 20 to 50 times your money, a profit you could keep making for the rest of your life. Make sure these markets don't go through a 99% drop. That's not how cryptocurrency investing works. I want to tell you something very important. In the end, these markets will start to act like a normal stock market that you might see when an object is 10% off. An actual asset, not one of those made-up coins or small projects that people are just looking at on Solana, Trana, or Tran. The need to make quick cash will finally go away, and the real assets will become clear. Ethereum Bitcoin institutional money is mostly concentrated in high barrier areas, so you won't see 99% drops. Instead, these empty markets will only see drops. Are there falls or will there be pumps? Of course. It used to be done 20 to 50 times, but those days are over. You've always been looking forward to the day when real money, standard financial people, and institutions take over. We are trying to make money off of the fact that these markets are about to get a lot of money because we got in before this happened. Folks, we're likely to go through another bull and bear cycle if we can't get that $7 to $10 trillion. This cycle is expected to end around the years 28 and 29, which could even be the start of the new decade, which they'll call the 2030s. We're about to talk about how 457s, regular 401,000 plans, and RFTs will all start to trade in cryptocurrencies. This decade is the start of the cryptocurrency era, with Bitcoin becoming a real object. That's why I began buying coins about 4 months ago. Since I just got a second patent, I might not have 200 kwon in my pocket right now, but every Monday I always buy $800 worth of quant. In the past 16 months, Europe has given out 5 trademarks. A lot of people still call the BIs an oracle, but we're going to show you the price of supply right now. Quantun's price went from $63 to its highest point ever. My estimate of a 7-fold rise is correct. Will it reach its highest point again? Is right. Hello, I'm sure it will think we're talking about a dollar amount greater than 10,000. If we get that many, we'll offer 800 to 1,000. It costs more than 10 times as much as your best friend to own this item. How do I get it to work? It's simple. My DCA went down from 110 when I first started to 80 now, and I want to keep buying before I know it will hit 75 in the end. The price of quant will keep going up. It will hit $75 as soon as my DCA prices match quants. Now that I'm done buying, I rotate out and move on to something else that hasn't sold yet, like extra HB bars if I already have a big bag or an XL. Don't let my fear scare you or make you think I don't have any XLMs. I do. It's not a big XL because I buy $100 worth of XLM every Monday along with my quants. I've been doing this for almost 2 years. You could probably use math to figure out how much XLM I have when I start to move it out. If I put 800 plus my 100, which is 900, into XLM every Monday at the current price, you could figure it out. It equals $9.20. We take 900 and split it by 4, $3,600 every month. We split by 9 a little. Every month, I'll buy 40,000 XL. I have about 5 months to spend that much money, or 200,000 XL. I think things will go really well for me. The chart below was made by Keith in 2016 or 2017 and is 4 versions, 2024 and 2025. We looked at this chart for Bitcoin 24 and can see where it touches. If we do this again, we will reach the 272nd Fibonacci level. This again, you can see that our levels are pretty much the same. The Fibonacci level lines up with where we were during the bull market in 2017. We're going. Watch what comes next. The market is shaped like a paraboloid, and the first goals were set between 1.2 and 1.6. There is, however, always the chance of a blow up top, which would send Bitcoin to around $465,000. That's where the market's highest point is. There are now rumors about the Fibonacci level between 174 and 1.618. Ripple has already given $125 million to the SEC. The announcement will be made and shared next week. I don't know where Jack is right now. If this is true, then this is the end of the story. This is it, people. Things like that are on my mind. Is now a good time to say something?